Hey tchotchkes, welcome back to The Beat. TikTok reminds me of that series Girls Gone Wild. I definitely remember those late night infomercials for Girls Gone Wild Spring Break, with the wild girls in the tiny bikinis and the black boxes suggestively covering the parts that you had to pay in order to see. Back in 1998, it was practically revolutionary for drunk college girls to dance half naked on camera. Viewer discretion was heavily advised. You had to be at least 18 or older to order, and then you had to wait days for the VHS tapes to arrive in the mail. Speaking of 1998, that's also the year that Sex and the City premiered on HBO, and Carrie Bradshaw welcomed us into the age of uninnocence. Sex and the City never mentioned Girls Gone Wild, but now that I think about it, something like that would have been perfect for Carrie's column. Before there was social media, Carrie Bradshaw would sit at her desk in a fancy bra, smoking, of course, and type. When it comes to the male gaze, I couldn't help but wonder, do women take off their tops so men will whip out their cameras? Or do men whip out their cameras so women will take off their tops? Well, in 2025, we know the answer. Women just love that camera, don't they? I bet they love the camera even more than they love the mirror, because, the camera is a camera and a mirror. Plus, the camera provides something that the mirror could never: external validation. All she has to do is post, and the comments come pouring in. Yes, slay queen! And so, with literally every woman having a camera and an audience in her back pocket, Girls Gone Wild is now mainstream. It's called TikTok, and it's where millions of women are shamelessly going wild on camera all day, every day. Out with the Girls Gone Wild of VHS, those anonymous girls that were hard to obtain and easily forgotten, and in with the wild girls of TikTok, where anyone can easily slide into her DMs and the internet never forgets. The girls have gone wild, and we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it because the way things are going, by 2030, 45% of women ages 25 to 45 are projected to be single. The girls have gone wild, and the women are in trouble. Obviously, men are the problem. They are undateable. At least that's what social media would have women believe. Ironically, it's social media that's the problem, not men. Check this out. The single women trajectory significantly increased in 2010, which just happens to be the same year that Instagram launched, and it became practically revolutionary for pretty girls to be dancing half naked on camera. The girls went wild, and now the women are single. As a woman, this makes me sad, but it's also not my problem. I have a man. We are in love, and I am happy. So I could just sit back and say nothing, let these women find out the hard way that being strong and independent is not all it's cracked up to be. But call me a hopeless romantic, I want to try and help. So I'm here to tell women the truth, because telling women the truth is the only way that we're going to get out of this mess. Let's get started. Today, I have 4 wild videos for us to talk about. Before we get distracted with all of that, please make some noise for the YouTube algorithm. Give me a thumbs up, ring that subscription bell, share the Cha Cha Beat with all of your favorite people. Thank you to all my subscribers. I am so happy you are here. Okay, tchotchkes, buckle up and let's get wild.
My relationship made it from the college frat party going out phase to now living in New York City. I would say both of us very driven. And my biggest dating advice, especially if you meet the person like out at a bar, which is where me and my boyfriend met, make sure they have hobbies. Hobbies that do not include just drinking and betting on sports or video games, okay? Hear me out. So my boyfriend, I just posted, decided to learn saxophone at the age of 25 because why not? Because he wanted to learn. Just because he wanted to learn. So fucking cute. His friends know how to DJ, so they had a set on a rooftop yesterday DJing, and he came out on the saxophone. And I just had a moment of like, this is exactly the type of person that when I envisioned myself like having a serious boyfriend, like this is the type of person that I wanted, because it is so attractive and important that they have other things going for them other than you and other than work. Because if a person, all they have is work and relying on the relationship, there's going to be an undue amount of stress in the relationship. And it's also just going to get like boring, dare I say? Don't get me wrong, I want my man to prioritize me, which he does, but it's also just so attractive knowing that he has other things that are intellectually stimulating, that help him grow, that make him just like an interesting person. Like so many people that move to New York like gravitate towards the frat boy energy because that's what you knew if you were in college, especially like at a Big Ten school, but I promise you, date someone interesting. You don't want to have to carry the interestingness in the relationship.
This isn't the worst dating advice, but it's hardly the whole story. If this chick really wanted to help women find love, she would have told women the truth. The truth is, if you want an interesting guy, a man that has more going on than just work, drinking, betting on sports and video games, then you need to be interesting too. Ladies, do you have anything more going on besides working, drinking, and looking good? Social media doesn't count. If you don't want a man who plays video games, then don't be the girl addicted to scrolling. Or worse, the girl who posts word salads on the internet while wearing a low-cut top. And no, makeup is not a hobby either. Maybe if you had like a side hustle doing your friend's makeup or something, but just you sitting in front of the mirror all day, dabbing and patting your face, that's not a hobby. Recording yourself while you do your makeup and telling a get ready with me story time is definitely not a hobby. At least not a hobby that will get you an interesting boyfriend. The point is, it is so important and attractive to a man that you have something else going on other than them and other than work. Because if a woman, all they have is work and relying on their relationship, there's going to be an undue amount of stress on the relationship. And it's just going to get like boring, dare I say. Don't get me wrong, you should prioritize your man, especially if you want to have him and keep him as your man. But also, it's just like so attractive for him to know that you have things that are intellectually stimulating, that are helping you grow and just like make you a more beautiful person. When an interesting guy envisions himself getting into a serious relationship, he's going to choose the girl who's becoming a beautiful person. Because the truth is, pretty gets boring, dare I say. So I promise you, be more interesting. He doesn't want to have to carry the interesting in the relationship.
Is it the dating pool that is shallow, or is it me that's shallow? Because I don't want to date a man who's dancing on TikTok. Like, no, go build a house, go to war, go change a tire. Like, don't on TikTok. Oh gosh.
Well, the truth is both. Your dating pool is shallow, which is ironic considering that you probably prefer the guys who are 6'2" or taller. But that's not your only problem. You don't want a man who dances on TikTok because TikTok is for the girlies. It gives you the ick because TikTok is feminine, and thus no manly man would ever dare to dance on there, even if it is just for fun. You are entitled to your preferences, but the more preferences you have, the more shallow your water is going to get. And what about the man who says he could never to a woman who posts shallow videos on TikTok? You guys aren't even swimming in the same pool. So I think the real question is your dating pool shallow or is it just empty? And yes, you are also shallow, at least in the context of this video. I mean, just look at you. The cute top, the super cute gold jewelry, the feathery hair, the fierce nails, and of course, your makeup. It probably took like an hour for you to put it all on and apply the contour so that you could completely alter your face like that. You've got it all. Your lashes are lashing, your shimmer is shimmering, and your lip liner is lining those lips like there's no tomorrow. I don't know you, but to be perfectly shallow about it, you look like a woman who has never had an original thought in her entire life. If you want to swim in the deep end, then you're going to need some depth. Okay, tchotchkes, before we get any wilder, I am going to need you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you never miss a beat. If you want to support my work further, the best way to do that is by heading over to buymeacoffee.com/chachabeat. That's also where I'll be sharing some of my writing, including excerpts from my book, Let Me Out, I'm Stuck, a memoir with a cha-cha twist. Head to buymeacoffee.com/chachabeat for the latest.
Ladies, I think we need to be more like men. They're just so simple and so grateful. For example, if you send a man a yitty pic and he did not ask for it, you have made his day. He is so happy. But if a man sends us a picture of his meat stick and we did not ask for it, we get super offended. Why would we get offended over that? He's thinking of you. He's so generous. He's willing to share. I need my meat stick pics like I need my morning coffee. You know, gets me going, sets my mind straight for the day. And by straight, I mean a little bit dirty, but hey, I need some good entertainment at work.
First of all, why does this woman need a fresh meat stick pic every morning? Doesn't it look pretty much the same today as it did yesterday? It's not like it changes colors based on the weather. Can't she just scroll through her photos with her morning coffee? Either way, she doesn't have a man, she has a photo on her phone. That meat stick pic may wake you up in the morning, but does it ask you about your day in the evening or kiss you goodnight? Aw, he's thinking about me. No, girl, he's thinking about himself. This is a thirst trap in reverse. When a woman constantly posts bikini pics on IG, I don't care what she says, she's doing it for external validation. She lives for all those simps sliding into her DMs and telling her just how beautiful she is. When a man sends a photo of his meat stick, it's the meat and not your reaction that is the star of the show. But who am I to doubt this woman's craving for a pic of meat stick in the morning? If a meat stick pic is your thing, you go, girl. But I would think twice before sending him a spicy photo back. Ladies, when you're out there snapping spicy pics of your body and sharing them with anyone who asks, and or anyone who is willing to pay $4.99 a month, it may not seem like it at the time, but you are giving away all your power, and you are never going to get it back. The truth is, once that picture is out there, it's out there forever. And for the rest of your life, you will have zero power over who sees it. But maybe you don't care about your privacy or your dignity. In which case, by all means, be more like this woman. Wow, she's just so generous sharing a video of her nipple like that. Me and Bestie in 1642 getting burned at the stake because we accidentally spoke too loud about hating men. Well, thank goodness this isn't 1642, and we don't burn women at the stake for saying stupid shit anymore. Let's hear it for progress. Because in 2025, you and your bestie are free. Free to be hateful women for the rest of your lives, just like Patty and Selma. Or did I miss the episode where they lived happily ever after? Because I'm pretty sure that Marge's twin sisters are two of the show's most tragic characters, who, by the way, we all love to laugh at. Here's the plot twist. At least one of the sisters, Selma, I think, was not single by choice. She even managed to get married a couple of times. But then I guess she accidentally spoke too loudly about hating men, because sure enough, by the next episode, she was back with her bestie, chain smoking and grumbling about all the ways that men are the worst. Keep speaking up about how much you hate men, and you'll end up just like these two, saying you don't want a man, when the truth is, no man wants you. Whew! That was a wild ride. Tchotchkes, let me know what you think in the comments. I love to hear from you, and I reply to every comment. Don't be shy, but do be respectful. That's all for today, my beautiful tchotchkes. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Until next time, keep calm and cha-cha on. Cha-cha-cha.